Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. Um, Overall, I'm just going to pretty much say that I'm going to have a don't care attitude with YouTube. Like, at this point, I'm just gonna post whatever, whenever, like anything that's going to help me get a step closer. It's just really frustrating when you have to go to sleep and you know you're not going to be able to wake up and just be able to make YouTube videos. Like, it's really annoying where I'm like, I want to just be able to wake up and then just like have it where YouTube is the job that I'm waking up to, not another job, YouTube. And I'm not, and it's no disrespect to this other job. Great people, great like area, like everything's like cool about this job, but it gets to a point in time where you're focused on your career, you're focused on your life and where you see yourself years from now. I don't want to see myself still being a cashier at a cafe. Like, and that's why I'm like, it's frustrating, like, how many times I'll post about YouTube, my podcast, my music, all of these different things, and I'm not seeing, like, not one person share about it or talk about it. Like, and it's crazy how many times where I'm, like, at work, and then there's people that'll be, like, talking, like, ask me for my YouTube channel, subscribing to my YouTube channel, talking about a video that they seen in mine. And these are people that I just, like, I only known for, like, a day. Like, I haven't even known them for that long. And here it is. There's people that I've known my whole life. And I'm thinking in my head, like, not even, like, one share, not one subscriber, like, not nothing from them. And it's like not calling them out or anything. Like, I care about you and all. But I'm saying, like, it gets to a point in time where it's like, I've talked about it numerous times, like, how much I'm struggling with YouTube and how hard it is for me with YouTube. And then here it is, it's like it's another like frustrating thing where it's like you'll scroll and see all these like just different people just doing like some of the most, I think I talked about this with the whole TikTok stuff, but it's like people doing cringy dances, like the like freaking 13-year-old kids coming out with music, all these other different things. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what does it have to take for me in order to do? I have to be one of these cringy people on YouTube? Because that's not who I am. But if I have to do that, like, I don't want to, I think that's a thing that I didn't want with YouTube, was the whole like fake it to make it mindset. Like, that to me, that it's funny how Ninja was getting on people, like, if they quit a video game, like, then like that's a weak mindset or something. I'm like, to me, a weak mindset is the whole fake it to make it mindset. I don't want to be no fake individual on the internet. I did not sign up for this like YouTube stuff to be fake. So that's why I'm like, when I go onto YouTube, I try to be the realest version of myself. I try to be real. I try to be honest. I'm not over here starting beefs and dramas with people. Like, I seen today, and I talked about that today, how Jake Paul was starting to beef with Zayn from One Direction. I'm thinking in my head, like, why does stuff like that even go famous? Like, it gets to a point in time where it's like, people already know who this individual is. Like, the fact that you're giving him the time of the day, the trend on Twitter and things, like, it's no disrespect to Jake Paul, because it could have been anybody, but I'm saying, like, we already know who this individual is. So, like, why does stuff like this even get any attention? And there's people out here that's actually, like, got content, like, worth watching, and got content, like, that, and you know what, like, not to be disrespectful, but a lot better than his. Like, I don't like, the thing is like, I remember when Jake Paul, when he started off on Vine, when I was watching his videos on there, I was like, it wasn't even too long ago, I was watching like an old Vine compilation that I had made, and some of his Vines was in there. Some of his Vines, like, back then, they were really funny. And then I see him, like, in this person that he is today, and he's like, you gotta sit down and think about, like, that's who you have to be in order to get, like, a few M's in your bank account and stuff. And I'm thinking in my head, like, does it really take that? Like, does it really take, because that's one thing that I've noticed, like, and it just, like, the 5 years I've really been, like, heavily into YouTube and stuff, like, there were a lot of fake people on the internet. Still, till this day, I'm seeing a lot of fake people on the internet. And it's just, like, it's so frustrating how I see these people with, like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers. And I'm thinking in my head, like, this cannot be real. It's just, like, it seems like I'm in a loop. It just seems like I'm in a circle. And I'm, like, the only way I could get out of it is if I'm this fake individual. And I don't even know if that will be successful or not. Like, I don't even know how to be fake. So that's why I'm like, I know it won't work out. Even if I did try any of this, oh, I got to start up beefs with people from One Direction, or I got to start beef with this person or this individual and things. Like, that type of stuff, I'm like, like I said, the whole fake it to make it mindset, I'm like, that's old and worn out. People need to start being real with themselves. Like, I see this and I'm like, man, this is not what it, like, YouTube or any, like, social media platform, like, that's what it's not. It shouldn't be like that, man. It shouldn't be like that at all. And I'm like, and it's just, like I said, like, not to call out anybody, but I'm saying, like, there's some people out here where I'm like, I know that this is not what you want to do in life. That's why when you see these kids, like, doing these, like, weird, cringy dances on TikTok and stuff, they're not going to be doing that stuff forever. They got I see it as, like, I've seen it with, like, numerous people. It's like, they'll start off with this cringy content, like, now, but then when they want to start doing their own content, that's when they'll wait, and then it just seems like that it's a just constant, like, circle for them, too. They'll go and they'll be doing all this cringy content, blow up, and then they start doing the content that they want to do. It doesn't do so good, so then they try going back to doing their old content. It might bring back, like, some attention to their channel and stuff. Then they beefing, and it just seems like it's like then that person and then disappeared and moved on to the next person. And I'm like, man, that's annoying. It's like, it's messed up that it's like you can't even be yourself on the internet anymore. I think I've said that numerous times. It's like people can't even be themselves on the internet. Like, YouTube's not even, like, they're forcing people, you gotta be like a kid-friendly channel and stuff in order to make it on YouTube and things. I'm like, man, no. Them kids, I'm like, no, it's like, what, I don't really care how kids be feeling or what they come across on the internet and stuff. That's on them. It ain't my fault, or I shouldn't have to cater to them and what I want to do with my YouTube channel. Like, I understand this is like, the owner of YouTube, like, that's your website, but I'm thinking in my head, like, at one point, the whole slogan of YouTube was to broadcast yourself. Be yourself on the internet. And now it's like, you can't even be yourself. Like, I gotta be this, like, kid-friendly person and things. I'm like, I'm not kid-friendly. I don't know how to act around kids. So that's why I'm like, when I see this stuff, I'm like, man, I don't know. Whatever, if the kid goes to my channel and he likes my videos, then that's cool. But me trying to cater and figure out what a kid likes, no, I don't know. That's not me. That's not me. I'm not that person where I try to go out my way and figure out what a person likes. Like, no, whatever I like, whatever I want to get into and stuff, that, like, I feel like that's what YouTube is all about. This person likes something, a group of people notices it, starts liking it with them, he builds an audience. But the fact that I gotta, like, go out my way, oh, if these people, if they have to do cringy dances on YouTube or come out with a makeup kit or something, or what other stuff, like, I don't know, come out with some cringy auto-tune song and things. I'm like, that's not me. That's not who I am at all. I don't feel comfortable doing that type of stuff. So I'm like, it's just, man, it's really frustrating. And then it's like, you know, that is the even more frustrating part about it is that after this episode, after I'm done, after I, you know, then start working on videos and stuff, it's just gonna be the same thing all over again. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, go to this job, Write down some video ideas while I'm there. Just overall, like, I'm trying to like put on this like happy persona, but in reality I am miserable. It's gotten to the point where I've been like desperate to where I'm like, man, should I just go like crazy one day and then just start like gathering up like all the like, just I don't know, like just overall keep working, like, well, of course, like keep working with YouTube, but just get into a state where I'm like, I can't hold back. I gotta like, day and night, don't get no sleep, drink Red Bulls and stuff to keep myself awake. Like, that's why I'm like more so like fearing and things, is that I'm gonna do all of this. Like, I'm sitting here trying to make a name for myself and things, and I'm gonna end up like putting myself in the hospital because I ain't went too crazy with it and stuff. I'm like, I don't want that to happen. But it seems like that's the route that I'm heading down. It's just going to get a point in time where I'm like, man, I am tired of this. I'm just like, man, I've came to the point where I'm just in a don't care attitude where I'm like, you know what? Whatever is going to get me famous, whatever is going to get like, cause it's just when you have dreams like where you are this successful YouTuber. I had this dream the other day. I think I talked about it, where I was like surrounded by my family. I was in this like nice looking house. And then I remember I ran out, jumped in this swimming pool, and I'm surrounded by my family. We're all laughing at things. That's something that I've never seen that before. I've seen where it's like, yeah, we've been surrounded around each other, happy and stuff. But that vision, like that dream, that's something that I've never, ever have seen before. And the fact that I'll have dreams like that, or I have dreams like where it's like, even where it's like I like build my own family. I find me, I find a wife, have kids with her and stuff. Like, it's stuff like that where I'm like, dang, I want that. Like I just like it gets to a point where it's like I don't want to be miserable anymore. I don't want to be this person anymore. Like, I want to be like who I want to be this person where I'm like, it's like I feel like I'm being forced to be where I'm at. And I can't do anything about it. Like, to have that feeling, it's like, it's a sucky feeling, man. It is a very, very sucky feeling. I'm like, it's, like, I can see it. Like, it's something that I don't see myself doing. Like, I can't tell the future, so I don't know. But I can see why it's like a person would have like a breakdown, or, like lose their state of mind and things. Like, they're just not overall who they like. They see that they're not who they want to be and things, and then it's just, they end up just losing it. I'm like, it's like stuff you pray for. It's stuff that you're like working hard for. There's like past like few weeks, I've been sitting there like, I'd like set like a bedtime for myself because I got work tomorrow, but I've been going past that, like working on videos and things, and most likely gonna be doing the same thing tonight. And it's just like them like posts about my stuff. It's like that's one thing where I'm like, when I see how many people in Instagram, I'm like, they shouldn't even have came out with a feature like that, because it shows Instagram, for those that are not like heavily on it and things, Instagram will show how many people, like, if you, so I don't know too many people on Instagram. They got a feature where you post something in this story, but you can see who viewed your story. So that's why I'm like, when I see how many people then viewed my story versus how many people then viewed whatever I posted about. So let's say, for an example, I post follow me on TikTok, and I'll post that, like, let's say for an example, 50 people then seen that same post. And you mean to tell me only 2 of those people? I'm not like asking you to like pay me or anything. Like, I'm asking to just simply put me higher in the rankings. And it's like, and it's so hard to do that. And I'm like, and then it seems like the second route is to buy that stuff. No, I'm not going to be buying those subscribers, followers, views, likes, any of that stuff. I want that stuff naturally. I'm thinking in my head like some of the like closest people in my life. And I'm like, and I can't even get a follow. I can't even get like a pat on the back, a handshake, nothing. I'm over here struggling and things. It's just, it gets to a point where you're all like, you know what? I don't care. Like, whatever route I go down, and if that's the route that you don't like, I'm thinking like, you think to yourself like, you could have been there to kind of like help me in things. But I'm like, nah, if ain't nobody gonna help me, I'm like, you know what? I'll go down this route then. I'll go down my own route. And however you feel about that route, it's like you had a choice to do something and you didn't. I asked to simply just follow me, put me higher in the rankings. There's like, I was talking to my friend about it the other day. She was asking me how does like YouTube work and stuff. And I said it's a view thing. Like people watch your videos and stuff. Then it's like that's how you make money off of it and things. And likes and subscribers and stuff, they just kind of like put you in a higher ranking. And that's where I was like, it hit me. I'm like, she's at this point in time probably the only person that's like really supporting me. Like, I mean, she also was the same that like tell me like not to quit YouTube and stuff. But I had to say that's like I think she's really the only one that's really supporting me. I mean, I got like a few fans and subscribers and stuff on YouTube and things like supporting me, but I feel like overall like the one that like they really care, like that's the one she wants to see like nothing but the best for me. It have to be her. It has to be her. It's like, man, it's the thing you think like all the people I ain't met in my life, and I ain't had no bad blood with them. And I can't get like not even a share. Not one share. I'm like, it's messed up. It's really messed up. Like overall, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of like in a weird mood right now, or just. But that's overall how I feel. That's overall how I feel. I'm like people I ain't known for a while, and I don't know. I just can't get a little bit more support. That's all I'm really asking for. I don't know how many people support me and stuff, but it's like, it's just, if you are supporting me, you're just being really quiet about it. Like, it's stuff where it's like, you need to hear, so it's like it's stuff like that I need to hear that I am supporting you, so episodes like this on my podcast won't even be recorded. It ain't even an idea. It's not even a thought in my head. It's like somewhere I'm like, oh, okay, like I already know I got support, so it's more so like thinking, like it's like times where I like when I do make posts, like when I'm overall talking about something successful, like just recently when I was talking about how successful this song that I made of I'm Dante, the YouTuber, shout out to him, but I was posting about that, and then I know only like maybe a selected amount of people, there's like maybe a couple of people I think I know that listens to my music and things. And I was just like, and I always say that, I'm like, to the people that do support me, thank you, because I know not everybody is, so I'm like, I shouldn't have to thank, I'm like, I don't need to thank everybody if not everybody's gonna be supportive and stuff. So I thank the ones that are being supportive, I appreciate them, but everybody else, I'm like, you know what, do your thing, but don't get me involved. I'm like, I'm just tired, like people, they'll ask me for stuff, and it's like same people ask me for things, and I'm like, and I don't even get nothing in return. There's like people I know that ask me for money, and I don't even know if these people are supporting me with YouTube and stuff. It ain't stuff that they be talking about or asking me about and things. So I'm like, I'm like, nope, I ain't with it. It's like I can't be with it anymore. So yeah, at this point, I'm gonna have a don't care attitude. It's like, and overall, just keep working hard and try my best. But yeah, stuff like this is going to be talked about because I've just reached a point where I'm like, you know what? It's like, they don't care, why should I? So, this dark, windy night in Washington, TMossBoss is going to be working as hard as he possibly can with YouTube so he could get the things that he wants in life. It just gets to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this, like, just everything around me. I want to see something different, So, anyways, talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. Viewing this on YouTube, like, subscribe, podcast, follow or subscribe, however it's set up. TMossBoss as the promo code on SeatGeek, knocks off $20 your first purchase, and talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.